Hi, welcome. This is Lara from Om3 Yoga, and we are going to start our practice today standing on our mat. And as you come, take a place to stand. Let's maybe take your feet a little bit wider than your hips and try to get your feet so they're parallel to one another. And maybe take a moment and lift your toes up, and we'll spread the toes, maybe lowering one toe at a time. Just finding that rooting and that foundation. Perhaps find a slight bend into the knees. You can bring your hands on your hips and make sure you're not dumping in the back. You can kind of lift your tailbone up. We'll roll the shoulders back, maybe let the arms rest alongside the body, palms forward. Imagining your head over your spine. And even though your eyes may be closed, having the eyes towards the horizon. And just imagine that you can breathe up from the soles of the feet up to the crown of the head. And then exhale from the crown of the head out through the fingertips. And inhaling from the soles of the feet to the crown of the head. And exhaling back down again. One more time. Inhale. And exhaling. Take a moment and bring the hands to the heart center, honoring this time you're taking out for you today to tune into your breath, to move your body, and just to connect with a little bit of peace within, or comfort within. Take a really big, deep inhale. And then exhale, releasing the hands, letting the eyes open, exhale through the mouth. And shake out a little bit. Beautiful. So we're going to start with a joint warm up today. So let's lift your right foot up and we're going to rotate your ankle a few times one way. And then let's go the other way. Just starting to wake up the body. And then we'll bring your right foot down. Let's lift the left foot up and we're going to rotate your ankle a few times, one direction. And then a few times the other direction. Beautiful. And then we're going to come bring your foot down. Keeping your feet maybe a little bit wider than your hips, we'll bend the knees again. Hands just above the knees. You're going to start by knocking the knees together. Then we'll roll the shoulders back and pull your heart forward. We're going to keep that integrity in the upper body as you bring your knees back out. And again, we're going to bring the knees in, lift that tailbone up, and knees back out. Two more times. Knees in, and knees out. Beautiful. One last time. Knees in, and knees out. Let's inhale, reach your right arm high, and exhale, right arm down. Inhale, left arm high, and left arm down. Again, over to the right, and lowering. Maybe watching the thumb as you lift the arm up, and back down. And again, one more time from side to side, and lower. And again. And lower. Beautiful. Let's bring your hands onto your hips. Again, keep the knees and the joints soft and we'll wiggle, maybe make some big circles today with your pelvis. And if that doesn't feel great, then shorten the circles or make the circles smaller. Just pause. 2 and 1. We're going to go the other direction. Feeling that energy start to move through the body. 3, 2, and 1. Fantastic. We're going to release the arms and we'll start to shake out from side to side. Maybe you're getting some pops in your spine. Just let it feel good. 2, 1, and 1. We're going to come back. We'll inhale, lift your arms all the way up. Exhale, hand to the heart center. Exhale through the mouth. Again, inhale. And exhale. Last time. Inhaling. And exhale. Beautiful. We're going to bring your arms forward, 4 fingers inside, thumb on top, and we'll open and close your arms a few times, feeling your chest open up. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Now we're going to take your arms wide. We're going to bring your hands onto your shoulders, and we're going to move the elbows. So let's start by rolling the elbows back and in. So just almost a forward motion with the shoulders first. 2 and 1. Now we're going to go backwards. So we'll lift up and reach those elbows back. Again, up and back. And 2 and 1. Beautiful. Let's bring those arms down and then maybe hands on the hips. We'll turn your head to the right and then to the left and to the right and left. One more time. Right and left. We're going to come back. You're going to bring your chin to your chest. Inhale, lift your head up and look up. Chin to the chest. Inhaling back up. One more time. And back up. Beautiful. Let's find a neutral place and we're going to step towards the front of your mat. All right, so bring some more movement into our body from here. Let's inhale, lift the arms up towards the sky. We'll turn your palms out, bend the knees, hinge from your hips, folding forward. Inhale, let's slide the hands on the shins, gaze forward. Exhale, back down again. Press to the feet, we'll stand all the way back up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, back up. Arms out wide, we'll bend the knees, hinge from the hips, folding forward. Inhale up, halfway. Exhale, bringing the hands down. We're going to keep the right foot forward, step the left foot back, ball the foot. Let's inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Beautiful. 2 and 1. Let's exhale. We're going to lower the hands down. We'll step back to plank, and then we're going to drop your knees into the mat for tabletop. Moving through a few cat-cows from here. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, look up. Exhale, round through the spine, chin to the chest. Again, inhale, roll the shoulders back, look up. Exhale, round through the spine, chin to the chest. One more time. Inhale. And exhaling. Inhale, let's find a flat back. We're going to sink your hips to child shape. Feel free to pause and rest here if that feels good for your body. 2 and 1. We're going to press to the tops of the feet and knees and inhale, reach those arms up to the ceiling. Palms forward, we'll bend your elbows out to the side, squeeze the shoulders. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, we're going to come right back down. Inhale, finding tabletop shape. Let's extend the legs back to plank again, and we'll lower all the way down to the belly. If you want to do Chaturanga, great. Roll the shoulders back. We're going to lift for up dog or cobra. Beautiful. 2 and 1. Now choose what works for your body, tabletop, child's pose, or downward facing dog. If you are in downward dog, it might feel good to walk the legs out right and left a little bit. Feeling that energy move through the body. 2 and 1. We're going to gaze between the thumbs. We'll step your left foot forward and then right foot to meet it, fold forward. Inhale up, halfway. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale all the way to standing. Exhale, hands to the heart. Beautiful. Let's do the other side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive as you fold forward. Inhale, looking up halfway. Exhale, hands down. We're going to step your right leg back, ball the foot. Inhale, reach your arms up high to the sky. Beautiful. 2 and 1. We're going to exhale, lower your hands down. Once again, we'll step back to plank, and then we'll drop down to the knees for tabletop shape. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, looking up. Exhale, round through the spine, chin to the chest. One more time, just like that. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, flat back, sinking the hips to the heels, child shape. Then press through the tops of the feet and knees. Inhale, reach the arms towards the ceiling. Exhale, elbows out to the side, squeeze the shoulders. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, back to child shape. Inhale, finding tabletop again, and then maybe making your way into a plank. And we'll very slowly lower all the way down to the belly with a lot of control. Let's slide the hands back, roll the shoulders up, look up. 2 and 1. We're gonna slowly curl the toes under. You can stay in tabletop, child's pose, or downward facing dog. What works for your body? 3, 2, and 1. When you're ready, you're gonna step your right foot forward and left foot to meet it, fold forward. Inhale, looking up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to your heart. Beautiful. Inhale, let's reach back up. We're gonna swan dive and fold forward. From here, we'll bend your knees, press to the feet, reach your arms out wide like a big V. Feel your heart lift. Palms are up towards the ceiling, and we're gonna curl the fingers and make a fist. Inhale, open up the hands. We'll stand all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Lifting back up. Now let's stretch over to the right. Inhaling up and exhale to the left. Inhale, back up, maybe a slight bend in the knees and reach your arms behind your ears. 2 and 1. We'll swan dive as you fold forward. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, hands down. Let's step the left foot back, ball the foot. We're going to inhale, reach the arms up high. Beautiful. Bringing the hands onto the hips. Let's step that left foot up a little bit, straightening both legs. We'll inhale, reach your arms high. Now we're going to exhale, bend the knee, nose to the knee. 3, 2, and 1. Now let's press to the foot. We're going to inhale, reach back up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Pressing through that right foot, let's lift the left knee up and maybe arms up too. 3, 2, and 1. We'll bring the foot down and the hands to the heart. Beautiful. Inhale, let's reach back up. Exhale, we'll swan dive and fold forward. Bending the knees, press to the feet. Inhale, reach your arms out wide like a big V. Let's curl the fingers and again, make a fist. Inhale, open the hands up. We'll straighten the legs. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, reaching back up. We'll lean over to the right and coming up and over to the left. Inhale up. We'll reach those arms behind the ears, maybe a slight bend in the knees to protect the lower back. Exhale, swan dive as you fold forward. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, hands down. We're going to step your right leg back, ball the foot. We'll inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Beautiful. Let's bring your hands onto the hips. We'll step that back leg up a little bit so both legs are straight. Now you can keep your legs straight here as you fold forward, but feel free to bend that left knee to take care of your body. Let's reach the arms up, and then we're going to exhale as you fold forward. Keep breathing. 2, and 1. We're going to inhale, reach all the way back up. Exhale, hands to the heart center. We're going to step and lift that knee up. We'll reach up. I think we did this on the other side. If not, you got a little extra, and we'll lower the hands down and the feet down. Let's reach all the way back up. Exhale, we're going to come fold forward. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, hands down. Now let's step the legs back, downward dog. So from this downward dog, we're going to try a few new things maybe. So let's start in a plank shape. And then we're going to drop down to the knees, release the feet, hips to the heels, child shape. Beautiful. Now, from here, let's bring your forearms down, shoulders over your elbows, and then perhaps extend the legs back. Keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to lower your hips and legs down, feet a little bit wider. We're going to press through the hands. Inhale, lift the chest up. 3, 2, and 1. Now you're going to drop your forearms down, curl the toes under again. Use all of your strength and might. Draw your belly to the spine, lift the hips and legs up, and then we're going to walk your feet A little bit closer to your elbows. It's fine if the knees are bent. Forearms are still down. 3, 2, and 1. Let's drop down to the knees. Great job, everybody. Inhale, reach your arms high. Exhale, hands to the hips. Roll the shoulders back, lean back. Beautiful. 2 and 1. Let's reach back up. And then exhale, hands down. Let's take your right foot from here, outside of your right pinky finger. And then what we're going to do from here is you might want to slide the left leg back a little bit. You're going to sink as much as it's comfortable, and then pressing your knee out to the side. Keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to keep your left hand down and maybe reach that right arm to the sky if that feels okay. You can also reach your arm back if that's going to feel better. See what works. 2 and 1. Now we're going to lower that hand down. We're going to lift the left leg up. We'll step your legs back, downward dog. Beautiful. We're going to try this on the other side. So maybe coming down to your knees first. We'll slide your left hand a little bit closer to the right. Left foot outside of that left pinky finger. Let's bend deep into the knee. And then you can press your knee away from your shoulder. And again, just working into the hips as much as it feels comfortable for your body right here, right now. Doesn't matter what you could do yesterday, what you can do tomorrow, what you did 10 years from now or before. 2 and 1. We're going to keep your right hand down. Reach that left arm high. 3. Feel that stretch, or arm back, what feels good. And 1. We're going to slowly lower that hand back down. Lifting that right knee off the mat. Let's step back, downward dog. And then we'll walk your hands to your feet this time, folding forward. You can grab onto your elbows, maybe sway out a little bit from side to side. Keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to press through the feet. We'll come stand all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Beautiful. Inhale, reaching back up. Let's take a slight bend in the knees. Maybe reach the arms back. 2 and 1. We're going to hinge from your hips, folding forward. Walking the hands forward again. Let's find plank, and then lowering all the way down to the belly. Roll the shoulder back. Inhale, lift that heart up. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll come onto the balls of the feet. We'll tippy toe your feet to meet your hands, and then folding forward again. Perhaps this time interlace your hands behind your back. Open up those shoulders, shake your head and neck out, yes and no. 2 and 1. We're going to bend the knees, press through the feet. Inhale, reach all the way up. And pause with your hands at your heart center. Beautiful. Give yourself a sweet smile for all this amazing work that you're doing. Beautiful. All right, so for this next sequence, I'm going to mirror the positions for you. So when you're ready, let's inhale, lift up. We're going to lean over to the right again. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, over to the left. Inhaling back up, slight bend into the knees. Let's bend the elbows, tap the back of the head, neck, or shoulders. Now keep the knees bent as you reach the arms high. We'll fold forward. Inhale, reaching back up. Reach those arms out like a V. Utkatasana variation. 2 and 1. Hands back to the heart. We'll step up, straighten up. Exhale, fold forward. Now, you're going to step your left foot back here. Right foot's forward. We're going to move into warrior A. So you can come on the ball of the foot or bring that back heel flat. What feels better for your body? We'll reach the arms high. Exhale, let's open up for warrior B. Inhale, we're going to straighten the legs, bring the feet parallel. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Keep breathing. Letting your head feel heavy from here. 3, 2, And one. We'll press through the feet. We'll reach all the way back up. You're going to come back to warrior B with your right leg. Now we'll inhale, straighten the leg, reach and lengthen back. Sweeping that right arm along the horizon, we'll reach forward, lowering the right hand down. Keep your left hand on your hip or right arm to this, or left arm to the sky. Beautiful. 3, 2, and 1. Now you're going to take a slight bend into the knee. We're going to come back to warrior B. Now we're going to start here coming on the ball of the back foot. We'll reach the arms high. Let's bring your hands to your heart center. And once again, you're going to straighten both legs, both feet on the ground. So you might need to shorten the stance to make that happen. We'll start by reaching the arms high. Exhale, head forward, sweep your arms back. Beautiful. 2, and 1. Now we're going to inhale, reach back up. Now this time we're going to move into a revolve triangle variation. So you might want to take your left arm forward and your right arm back. Great option. Or you can bring your left hand inside or outside your right foot and your right arm reaching towards the sky or on your lower back. What feels best? 3, 2, and 1. We're going to lower the hand down. Let's press through that right foot. You're going to lift your left leg high, standing split. 2, and 1. We're going to bring both feet down on the ground, folding forward. Inhale, let's come on the balls of the feet. We'll sink your hips towards your heels, let your head lift up. Exhale, let's come fold forward once again. Now, you can stay right here in a forward fold. If your body would like a down dog or an up dog and down dog, this is a great time to take that. So you can either just step your feet back, downward dog. Again, staying in that standing forward fold is perfect. You want to come forward to plank, chaturanga, up dog, and down dog. Or again, maybe you're in that forward fold still. Just keep breathing. 2, and 1. Let's inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale all the way back up to standing. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, reaching up. Let's stretch over to the right. Inhale, back up and over to the left. Inhaling back up, slight bend in the knees. Lean back, lift your heart up. 2, and 1, and then swan dive as you fold forward. We're going to step your left leg back. Now you can stay on the ball of, I'm sorry, it's your right leg. Step your right leg back. I apologize about that. Right leg back, left foot forward. We're going to bend into that front knee, reach the arms high. Opening up for warrior B. Beautiful. So we're moving to the other side from here. We're going to start by straightening the legs, reach the arms high. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold again. So maybe grabbing onto the legs. Maybe you're interlacing your hands behind your back. What does your body need? Keep breathing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to inhale. We'll come all the way back up. We're going to come back to warrior B. Now we're going to straighten the leg and reach and lengthen back. Sweeping that left arm along the horizon. We're moving into triangle shape. So left hand down, right hand on your hip or up to the sky. What feels best for your body? Keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to bend back into the knee, warrior B. We're going to slide that right arm forward, right leg forward. We'll straighten both legs. Beautiful. We're going to gently from here, reach your head forward, sweep your arms back. 2, and 1. Let's inhale. You're going to come back up. Now we're going to take your right arm forward, left arm back, twisting. You can stay right here or lower that right hand down, left arm to the sky. Keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to lower your hand down. Fantastic. All right, so let's step your feet back. downward dog from here. We're going to inhale to plank and then drop down to the knees. Let's find a child shape. So just taking a moment to let your body rest for a second. Again, if you're wanting more action, maybe taking that up dog and coming to down dog. And if your body's like, oh, I just need to stop, listen to that. We are going to do one more thing standing. And so just listening to your body. Again, if you need to rest, please invite yourself to take that time for you. Give yourself permission. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Beautiful. Let's inhale. You're going to come back to tabletop. If you want to continue to move with me, we're going to step the feet to the hands and we'll fold forward. Let's rise all the way up as you're ready. Exhale, hands to the heart center. We're going to take your feet out wide on your mat. We're going to start here by bringing the toes out and heels in, and we're going to come sink into our hips a little bit. You can wiggle maybe and move from side to side, just depending on what is available for you here in this moment. 2 and 1. We're going to inhale, you'll come back up. Now we're going to bend the knees again, maybe not as deep this time. We'll take your right hand on your hip and then reach that left arm overhead. Oh, big stretch. 2 and 1. Let's come back and we'll do that on the other side. Beautiful. 2 and 1. We're going to inhale. Let's do that again from side to side. Feeling the side waist open up just in a different way. Coming back. Feeling this foundation in the legs, the strength of the legs. Last time from side to side. And other side. Beautiful. We're going to inhale. We'll straighten the legs, feet parallel. Let's reach your arms down. We're going to hop your feet together. Reach the arms wide. And we're going to start by taking that left arm under your right arm. Maybe you're going to bring your hands to your shoulders. Maybe you're going to bind the hands back together. Perfect. From here, we're going to bend into the knees. And now we'll take your right leg on top of your left leg. And sink down from here. And breathe. If you need to make that kickstand like I do today, let that happen. If you feel like you've got that bind, go for it. Pulling everything into your body center line, pulling the energy. 3, 2, 1. Release, reach up. Exhale, let's fold forward. Perfect. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, hands down. Inhale all the way to standing. Exhale, hands to the heart. Fantastic. Reach the arms wide again. Let's do this on the other side. So we'll bring that right arm under the left. Maybe grab your shoulders. Maybe you're binding your hands again. Should feel different. So if it feels very similar, then maybe other arm on top. We're going to bend the knees, and then we'll take that left leg over the right. And again, breathing. And noticing, feel free to make that kickstand if that's what your body needs. Softening. 4. Pulling everything into the center line of the body. 3, 2, and 1. Release and reach up. And exhale, once again, folding forward. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, let's fold forward. All the way back up to standing. And hands to the heart and pause. Woo! It's very humid here in Arizona. Those of you who are not in a normal or in a usually humid climate, it's very unusual for us. So I am really sweaty today. It's kind of fun. So just honor whatever your experience is right here and now. Come back to your intention. Are you offering that to yourself? Beautiful. Let's release the hands, shake out a little bit, and we'll come step back towards the front of the mat as we start to make our way towards the ground. So inhale, reaching back up, maybe taking that slight back bend, and exhale, we'll swan dive as you fold forward. Inhale, coming onto the balls of the feet, we'll sink your hips towards your heels, let your head lift up, and exhale, chin to the chest. Keeping your hands down, let's step back, downward dog. Inhale, plank, and then lowering down to the belly. Release the feet, up dog or cobra. Exhale, tabletop. So we're going to move into pigeon pose today. And I know I don't teach this very often on the Zoom class, so we're going to go ahead and move into that as you choose. So you can either slide your right knee between your thumbs. If you prefer to bring your right knee out to the right and the right shin more parallel to the front of the mat, great. We'll lower on your forearms. If this is a shape that's challenging for your body, because sometimes it can be a little bit challenging, two options from here. One is that you can lower your right hip down and maybe slide your left leg up. So you can't really necessarily see me, but you're more in a shape that looks like this. Or the other option that I really like to do is to do that figure four shape and then maybe come down to your forearms. So we're going to take 5 more breaths wherever you are, feeling that softness, allowing this opening, releasing, and letting go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Let's bring those hands down. We're going to undo the legs. Back to tabletop. We'll inhale, roll the shoulders back, look up. Exhale, curl the toes under, hips high, downward dog. Beautiful. We're going to gently come back down onto your knees, tabletop, and we'll do this on the other side. So again, you can bring your left knee forward, slide that right leg back. Let's bring your leg maybe parallel to the front of the mat and perhaps lowering down to your forearms. Just keep breathing and softening, releasing and letting go, noticing. And notice, like, this side is so different for me than the other side. And the biggest gift that we can give ourselves is to give ourselves permission to adjust, reshift, so you can find something that's a little bit more comfortable. Keep breathing. 4, 3, 2. Actually, I'm going to hold this a little bit longer because I know we held a little bit longer with all the different demonstrations. So hopefully you're finding what works for you. 3, 2, and 1. And then we're going to slowly, when you're ready, however you want to do that, move out of the shape, coming back to tabletop. Let's inhale, we'll roll the shoulders back, look up. Exhale, let's round through the spine, chin to the chest. Inhale, finding up that flat back. Let's come to a seat and we'll move that fleshy part away from our sitting bones. You can keep your legs bent here. If you prefer to have your legs straight, great. We're going to take a forward fold. So letting yourself find that forward fold that works for you. And again, you can walk your hips back a little bit. Maybe let your head and body completely go. Maybe you're staying lifted today. What do you need? Keep breathing. Softening. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we're going to inhale and we're going to slowly lift up. Let's slide the soles of your feet together here. Knees are apart. Roll the shoulders back. We'll lift the heart up and then maybe the hips up as well. 2 and 1. We're going to gently lower your hips back down. All right, I'm going to come face you from here. So let's stretch your left leg forward and we'll grab your right foot and open up your hip a little bit. Beautiful. Now, we're going to start by just taking that right foot inside the left thigh and then we'll fold forward. And yay, my feet aren't as dirty as they were maybe last week. I can't think they were kind of dirty last week. 3, 2, and 1. Now we're gonna walk those hands back up. Let's lift your right knee up, and then we're gonna take your right foot now outside of the left thigh. We'll wrap the left arm around the right leg and turn and twist. Keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to gently unwind and we'll stretch your legs forward. Reach the arms up. You're going to bring your head forward and sweep your arms back. Inhale, we'll reach back up. We're going to lower your arms down. Let's slide the soles of your feet together, knees apart. Lift your hips up, let your head and neck fall back. And exhale, hips back down. Let's stretch that right leg forward and we'll grab hold of the left foot and opening up your hip a little bit. 2, and 1. Now you're going to bring your foot inside your thigh. We'll reach the arms high. Exhale, folding forward. Reaching for that right leg wherever it works for you. And it's fine to bend the knee, honoring your body. Just keep breathing and softening, releasing, letting go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to inhale. We'll slowly make our way up. We're going to lift that left knee up. And now left foot outside of the right knee. And we'll wrap and turn and twist. Beautiful. 3, 2, and 1. Fantastic. We're going to unwind again. Reach the arms up one more time. We'll reach your head forward, sweep your arms back. And then we're going to bring your hands behind your hips, soles of the feet together, knees apart. Lift those hips up. Exhale, lower your hips back down. We're going to keep the feet together, maybe sliding them a little bit further forward, and we'll come fold forward from here. And again, just honoring and offering your body. What does it need today? What do you need right here, right now? Connecting to you, letting go of something that no longer serves you. Softening. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to inhale and we're going to slowly come up. Let's bring those knees together. And then we're going to do one more twist. And twist to the other side. One last thing from a seated shape. We're going to crisscross your legs if that's comfortable. If that's not comfortable, find something that is. We'll walk your right hand to the right, left arm overhead. So big side stretch, opening up that rib cage, sweeping the arm along the horizon. We'll lower the left hand down and now right arm overhead. Big stretch for that rib cage. 2, and 1. We're going to sweep that arm along the horizon. We'll bring your knees together and let's come lay on your back. Beautiful. And as you come arrive onto your back, first give your knees a little squeeze into your chest. Woo, we did a lot of work today. Hopefully that's feeling pretty good. Beautiful. 2, and 1. Now let's bring your feet down. Reach your arms overhead. Knees can stay bent or legs straight. That's up to you. And then maybe reaching the arms wide to the side. Readjust your spine as that feels good. And I'm going to suggest that you bend your knees here because we're going to take 3 of the reverse cat-cow for the spine. So you'll inhale, press down to the tailbone, feel your lower back lift away. Exhale, belly to the spine, back flat. Inhaling, tailbone down, lower back lifts away. Exhale, belly to the spine, back flat. One last time. Inhale. And exhaling. Beautiful. Let's bring your arms alongside your body, press to the feet, and then we'll inhale, roll the shoulders back and lift your hips away from the ground. Maybe even coming onto those tippy toes. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to slowly lower down one vertebra at a time. Beautiful. Shaking out, shifting as you need to. Inhale. And exhale. Roll those shoulders back again. Lift those hips up for bridge pose. Maybe any other variation of a back bend if you choose. Keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. And then we're going to lower back down here. So for the next little back bend and movements, we're going to do a multiple group movement together. We've done this before, but it's been a little while. So what I'm going to suggest is you first bring your arms wide to the side, and we'll take your right foot over the left thigh. So the right ankle is just right below the knee. And then we're going to gently start here by squeezing both knees into the chest. Ooh, let that feel so good for your hips. You can rock a little bit from side to side. We're also going to do this a couple times because if you're like, you're going fast, don't worry, we'll be back. All right, so from here, we're going to bring your left foot down. We'll press through the feet. Inhale, lift the hips away from the ground. 2, and 1. We're going to exhale, lower your hips back down. We'll drop, keep your right foot where it is. We're going to drop everything over to the right. Maybe turn your head to the left. 2, and 1. We're going to lift back up and other side. Turn and twist. Beautiful. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to inhale, come back up. Now you're going to stretch your right leg to the sky. Maybe grab hold of the right leg and pull it towards your head. And we'll gently release that right foot down to meet the left. Let's take a reverse cat-cow in between. So inhale, press the tailbone down, lower back lifts away, feeling everything start to realign. Exhale, belly to the spine, back flat. Taking that left foot now over the right thigh. Feel free to stay here, but if you'd like, you can start to squeeze in and maybe rock a little bit from side to side. And again, remembering we're going to come back here. So not to worry if you're like, I still have more I want to do. That's all good. We'll be back. 3, 2, and 1. And we're going to bring that foot down. Tilt the tailbone, lift the hips up. Beautiful. 2, and 1. We're going to gently lower everything back down. We're going to start to drop the knees over to the left, head to the right. Beautiful. 2, and 1. Keeping the legs as they are, but we're going to lift up again and now drop everything over to the right, head to the left. Noticing how all of this is feeling, all the different sensations in the body. 2, and 1. We're going to slowly come back up and we'll shake out and then bring your foot down. Beautiful. So let's try this again. We're going to inhale, press the tailbone down, let the lower back lift away. Exhale, belly to the spine, back flat. Let's take that right foot over the left thigh again. We'll squeeze in. So hopefully you're already noticing that it feels different. Maybe it feels easier. 2, and 1. You're going to bring your foot down. We'll inhale, lift your hips up. I realize I did forget something, so we will get it on the next side. Don't worry. We're going to come lower your hips down. We'll drop everything over to the right. I know we're moving a little bit quicker. Let's come back up and over to the left. And we will visit this one more time from side to side. Let's come back up. We'll stretch the leg out, shake it out, and then foot down. Left side. So left foot now over the right thigh. Squeezing in. Oh, so good. We're going to gently bring that foot down. We'll inhale, lift your hips up again. Exhale, hips down. Knees over to the left. And then we're going to come back up and over to the right. And here's the thing that I forgot we're going to do right now. And I skipped it on that second right side, but we'll get it on the third time. So let's lift up and we're going to pull that left leg towards your head. Beautiful. And we will do this again on both sides, the pull, especially 2, and 1. We're going to come bring the foot back down. Inhale, tailbone down, lower back lifts away. Exhale, belly to the spine, back flat. Last round. Let's take that right foot over the left thigh. We'll squeeze everything in. Beautiful. Feel free to stay here and pause where you need to along the way. If you choose, you're going to bring your left foot down. Inhale, lift those hips back up. Exhale, hips down. Dropping everything over to the right, head to the left. Inhaling back up. Now everything to the left, head to the right. Coming back up. Let's reach that right leg up. We'll pull the right leg towards the head. Maybe lift your head up and bring your nose to your knee or give it a little kiss. And then we're going to come bring it back down again. Beautiful. Other side. Reverse cat-cow in between. Tailbone down, lower back lifts away. Belly to the spine, back flat. Left foot now over that right thigh. Let's squeeze in. And again, if you need to stay here, please, please, please take care of your body. Stay where you need to. We're going to bring that right foot down. Inhale, lift your hips up if you're moving. Exhale, lower the hips back down. Let's drop the knees over to the left again, head to the right. Inhaling back up. Everything to the right, head to the left. 2 and 1. We're going to slowly lift back up. We're going to grab hold of that left leg, pull it towards your head, maybe nose to the knee, give it a little kiss. And then back down again. Beautiful. From here, let's take that inhale, press the tailbone down, lower back lifts away. Exhale, belly to the spine, back flat, and squeeze your knees into your chest. Maybe grab behind the knees, pressing that lower back down. Beautiful. So we're going to invert the body for a few moments here, and you can decide how you want to do this. So if you have a wall nearby, like you see behind me, you can just take your legs up the wall. So it looks something like this. Try to get your heels over your hips. Perfect. You can also take a block underneath your hips and lift your legs up. Or those of you who are familiar and would like to do a shoulder stand, this is the great time to do that. So we want to make sure you don't move your head and neck. Make sure you're pressing through the back of the head. You have that arch in the neck. And then we're going to bring your feet over your head and hands on the lower back. And then we'll reach and extend those legs towards the ceiling, pressing through the feet. If you want, you can point and flex your feet a little bit wherever you are. You can also maybe move your legs out wide, or one leg down, one leg up. So listen to what feels good for your body. And we're going to take about 10 more breaths from here. And just feeling maybe the energy flow down. I was working with somebody yesterday and they were like, it's amazing. I didn't realize how tight my calves were. I feel all this tension moving from my calves. So whatever your experience is, let it feel good. And keep breathing. Softening and releasing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And again, if you need a few more moments here, please take that. Those of you who have your legs up the wall, stay there as long as you want to. Those of you who feel ready to start to lower the legs down, maybe slowly with a lot of strength and control, lowering those legs back to the ground, over the head for plow pose. Beautiful. 2 and 1. You can squeeze your knees toward your forehead or around your ears if that's something you choose to do. Anything else that works. 2 and 1. And we're going to gently lower down. Beautiful. 1 vertebra at a time. Sliding your hands underneath your lower back, extending the legs out. We're going to prop up onto your forearms and let your head fall back. Let's take an inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Let it go once again. One more time. Beautiful. Let's make our way onto our back, onto your side, your belly, or if you prefer to come to a comfortable seat, but let go now. Just let everything release. And as you come to this time and place of softening. Start to feel all of the points in your body touching the surface behind you or supporting you. Allow it to take your weight. Noticing and thanking the floor, the mat, maybe the earth that's holding you. And then feeling this sense of spaciousness and opening in front of you. So today we are in the fall equinox. So we have the same amount of daylight and nighttime today. And what's interesting about this time is that we are going to start to move into this time where the nights get longer and the days get shorter. And so sort of a physical representation of that might be helpful to go along with this is, think of the fall, how the trees are losing their leaves. We can allow things that don't necessarily serve us start to release. So perhaps they are ideas or they're stories, or maybe they're just things that we have around the house, clutter, things that we're holding on to. And just imagine this sense of letting go with that. And you might even want to take a big breath in right now and exhale out like a sigh through the mouth, just to feel that let go. And as we feel this time of maybe going a little bit deeper within ourselves and this releasing, this letting go, this also is a time of celebration too. So those of us who, I'm Jewish and my family's Jewish, so we're moving into Rosh Hashanah, which is the time of the new year, and it happens this weekend. And so we want to honor this new beginning for us, as well as offering maybe a new beginning for something else that's happening in your life. And knowing there's no right or wrong way to approach this, we just honor what's happening. And recognizing that just as a year goes through cycles, so do we. We're constantly moving and shifting in these cycles. And so knowing that things aren't necessarily linear, they're cyclical, what's happening. Taking maybe another deep breath in. And as we connect with these times, it's really awesome to honor the elements of air, fire, water, and earth to support us. So just as you're resting here in this time of in between, is we're also going to honor the aspect of air. And so one of the things that was taught to me many years ago is that listen to the wind. The wind has messages. And knowing that some days that we might just have a slight gentle breeze, and then some days we have that big wind gusts that flow through us. I like to think of the wind also as the thoughts that float through the mind, and we don't want to try to attach to any of them. We let them all float through. But knowing that the fluctuations that we experience in our mind, also with our breath, are also the winds. They're starting to keep us steadier and supporting us. And so how the wind can support you, and knowing when we're feeling really out of sorts, maybe that's a time where we can come back and reconnect with it. And then we honor the energy of fire. And so thinking about what lights you up, what brings you joy, and then what dims out your fire. When do you have more energy? When do you have less energy? Typically, we have more energy when we're doing things that we love. So it's always important to do more things that you love or that you enjoy doing. And then knowing that there is a resource for you. You can always, when you have a lot of energy, you can just imagine like storing that up for a time when you don't have as much energy and you need to grab onto that energy to keep supporting you. So welcoming that in. And then we also want to connect with water. So obviously we have fluids that move through our body, which represent the water. We need water for hydration and to nourish ourselves, but the water also represents the emotional body. And we want to allow all of the emotions to flow through us and doing our best not to get stuck in one emotion or not pushing one away. Because often what happens is that emotion will get bigger and more frustrating and challenging to deal with. And then also recognizing that the water is there, even when there's tears flowing through, that is also a release for your body. And knowing that you get a hormone engagement and a sense of release and relief often after crying or just moving that energy within you. And then we honor the earth, this physical place that we are resting on, but how that's represented within our physical structure, our bones, our muscles, our joints, as well as the trees and the rocks and all of the critters, the four-leggeds, the eight-leggeds, the multi-leggeds animals, and it's creepy crawlies and the slithery ones, and knowing that they are all here for a reason and we're here to work together. And again, not pushing any of them away, as well as welcoming the ancestors who've been here before us and have worked so hard for us to make our way now. And so honoring these four elements, air, fire, water, and earth within you and all around you, letting it help and support you and hold you, and knowing that without those four elements, we wouldn't be here. And so how important they truly are. Just letting yourself rest again. Knowing that you are safe, you are creative, you are powerful, you are loved unconditionally. You're safe to speak your truth, knowing that you are deeply connected to all. Whenever you feel ready, maybe starting to feel all the places of your body that are being held. Maybe feeling your breath flowing through you a little bit more freely. You can wiggle your fingers and toes a little bit. Turn your head from side to side, or maybe reach and stretch in any way that feels good for your body today. Welcoming yourself back. Maybe give yourself a little squeeze. You can also roll over to your right or left side into that fetal shape if that's what your body needs. Maybe pushing yourself up or pressing up to a comfortable seat when you're ready. And I just want to really thank you and honor you for taking this time out for you today. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you and be a part of your practice. Many blessings, much love. Namaste.